All right, today on this show, I put yet another metal album to the test. Will they make it into my collection? Well, I hope that they make it into yours. We're going to find out right now. Welcome to the show that answers the biggest question every metal fan asks: where can I get more metal music right now? All right, Terry here again with Cast Metal and another full metal review segment. If you like the type of music, that is in the slide right next to me. This show is exactly for you. Here you'll find the newest, most extreme releases reviewed and analyzed every single day. Okay. Yesterday, during episode 27, I reviewed Saxon's new album. I haven't heard from Saxon in about a quarter century. I figured yesterday, after I was done with the video, it had been close to about a quarter century since I last heard from them, and I added it to my library. It actually sounded really good. This album is very fresh. This is not just more Saxon. This is a refreshed version of them. It's really good, clean, solid metal all the way through. Added it to my library. Check out the last episode for the full breakdown if you are new here. So today, our headline album up for review is Any Given Day. And the album is called Limitless. Stick around in the end because I'll give you an extreme metal recommendation from my own collection too, just to say a little thank you. So let's get started with the full metal review show. All right. So before I listen to the album, I open the page and I see that there are 11 strong sounding tracks totaling 43 minutes. The album cover artwork, as you can see, is an absolute masterpiece. It's black clouds with a fire ring with the name of the band in the center. Whoever is doing this artwork, thank you so much. These are the things that make the big difference. You know, they help sell the albums, and kudos to the artist who makes this stuff, okay? So, categorized as metal in Apple Music, my first impression has me visualizing something pretty heavy. I've never heard Any Given Day before. Right now, I predict the actual genre from what I see here. I'm going to say it's in the metalcore range, and we'll see after I've heard the album if I was on point or not. I'll also reveal their bio after I've listened to the entire album at the end of the show to compare, okay, in my reveal section. Track 1, it opens strong, furious, and melodic. Track number 2 is big, rhythmic, and it's actually an anthem, I believe. I think it's an anthem quality song. Track 3 is power-packed with excellent harmonies and explosive fry vocals. Next, track 4 has a really cool, unexpected Western theme that opens up, and it rolls into a crunchy metalcore track just shortly thereafter. So while that happened, track number 5 is a melodic, rangy, and very powerful song, and it's got a very strong message to it, you can tell. Then track 6, it delivers huge energy and punchy, compact bursts of satisfying rhythms. Track 7 is definitely a road song with that crunchy electric feel. Track 8 returns to a deep, smashing yet melodic pace. Then track number 9, it explodes hard with bulldozer rhythms and stunning range. And finally, track number 10, it's a deep, heavy ballad with explosive metalcore elements. Now, there is an 11th track, but that is yours to discover, okay? So the recording and sound quality was loud. It was clear, but I think that they were pushing the limits of the recording equipment there a little wee bit. It was right up there at the limit. The production and musicality was very refined for sure. The energy and intensity was on the higher side, while the rhythm and tempo was varied, but very rangy and also very rhythmic. the lyrical theme here is actually on the positive side. If you look at all the names of the tracks, I'll let you guys do that. You'll see that there's positivity throughout the entire album. The range, flow, and layout of the album it's consistent, and the tracks were arranged. You can tell that they were arranged with care. They remind me of Five Finger Death Punch or Stone Sour somewhat. And of course, everyone has their own sound. And I looked on GPT rather, and it says that they are similar to Caliban, Heaven Shall Burn, or Eskimo Callboy. 3 other bands that I have not yet heard. So, as far as individual performances, I describe the vocals as a mix of clean and fry vocals. Very good vocalist. While the guitarists, I can only describe as big with crunchy rhythms and very nice solo work. The bass section was dominant and very big. And finally, the drums and percussion performance was full sounding and thick. There were no samples or sound bites or anything like that. It is just pure instruments, so that's also sometimes a bonus. General feeling I had during this album, it just had me smiling all the way through it, which led me to give this album a lighter tonality shade in the overall color, or colors I would describe as blue for positivity. So, lastly, I rated the temperature of this album as a warm, somewhere between hot and cold, and I gave it a seismic reading of 5.7 on the Richter scale. So I think it's safe to play it loud while I'm doing dishes. Yeah, sounds about right. In summary, my predictions from earlier were fairly on point, I find. I did say metalcore. In my reveal, I'm going to say that it's melodic metalcore, and in the official bio, it says the same thing. Although I was very surprised that this band is actually from Germany. I thought that they were more a Western type band, like from here in the States or Canada. My favorite track was number 9. That's right. Yes, number 9. I did not mark that down, but it is 9. Finally, I've decided it's got just enough rhythm to add it to my library. I think it's going to be a great addition to for that Sunday walk and so on and so forth. And with that said and done, we are closing up another episode of Full Metal Reviews. So I dug into my treasure chest and pulled out a band called Halvar, State of the Nation. That's Halvar, State of the Nation, just for you. A little extra thanks to you for hanging out with me today. And that is it for today, my friends. Remember to support your favorite metal bands, okay? Stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of Full Metal Reviews. And finally, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it won't hit itself. Then set up notifications so you can get your new album recommendations first, right here. We will see you next time. Cheers.